are going to determine the game winner.
How do you prepare for a backcourt with players like Joe Ragland and Eric Green?
It's a difficult task, but you know, if you have to do anything good in the season, you have to achieve difficult things. And at the same time, you know, it goes both ways. They have to defend us as well.
Thank you, Coach.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it is a very potent backcourt for Holon, but for Galatasaray, Sian Salam, D. Bost has really been making waves again this season. Raymar Morgan, Sedat Karagule, Sadiq Kabaja, Mahir Agva, Yunus Tonsirma, Brian Angola, Angelo Calario, Dylan Ennis. It's a team that is goes deep, score a lot of points from the bench. And of course, Joe Ragland, one of the best players in the Basketball Champions League last season and this season. #1 in assists, very explosive player, has the ability to take games over. Here's Coach Guy Goods.
We are running. We can find open men. I think we have some chemistry that we built from the beginning of the season. Basically, we keep a big amount of players from last season. And then we are playing, you know, tough. We are playing. We try to play all out every single game.
Where did the main focus go to when preparing for Galatasaray?
Defense. I think Galatasaray talent, roster-wise, personnel. It's a high-level team that built to be on the top of the BCL. And today's target is for sure to play defense, to try to stop their scores. If it's Ennis, Dibos, Angola, all three of them able to score 20 points plus. Deep roster, and I think this is
ג'ו רגלנד, אנחנו זוכרים אותו, אתה יודע, זו עונה שלישית שלו בארץ.
Thank you, Coach.
אילת, היה באילת. אילת מחפשים רכז דרך אגב? כן. אוקיי.
So for Holon, Ragland, Dawson, Chris Johnson, Fred Bourdillon, Gal Abras, Shahar Amir, Harold Dadon, Hayden Dalton, Marvin Jones, Eric Green, Kenneth Kaji, and Niv Miska.
11 ועוד 20, 31 נקודות. המספרים שלו מדהימים במפעל הזה. כמות האסיסטים, לעומת עיבודי הכדור.
So he brings up a good point about the continuity from last season, because you have so many players that were with Holon. But for Galatasaray, maybe not as much, but nevertheless some players back, and you're going to have to develop that continuity throughout the season. You know, you can't make any excuses. You build your team, you pick out the players that you want, and you roll with it. And so far, so good for Galatasaray, who have won their opening 2 games. But I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, the level of competition. We know that Ostend have a solid team, and we also fully aware that Liga Warsaw are very good. But I think these are probably the 2 best teams in this group. Maybe it won't turn out to be that way, but the early indications are that they are indeed the top 2 teams. And teams, again, with a lot of aspirations to go far in this competition. Once you get a taste of it, like Holon, getting to that Final Four and then enduring the disappointment of not getting a win there, it just makes you hungry to get back. And when you look at the Raglands and you look at the Chris Johnsons and the Bourdillons, you know that this team wants to make it back and have another run. And the fans, some of the most incredible fans in the Basketball Champions League, are behind this Hapoel Holon team. So as Ragland is leading this team in overall efficiency, 31.5, and Marvin Jones at 25.5, and Johnson at 23.5. And in terms of scoring, Ragland getting it done at 20.5 points per game, 17.5 for Johnson, and 15.5 for Eric Green. Jones leading the team in rebounding at 9.5 per game. And Johnson at 8.5, Hayden Dalton at 5.5. So, and other than the league high assist of Ragland at 13, you got Jones and Green at 4 and 2 respectively. Referees for tonight's game. Lining up, the crew chief Boris Krejci in the middle from Slovenia. Gatis Salins from Latvia and Martin Vulic from Croatia, who's on the right. DeBost is the main man, at least statistically, for this Galatasaray team. At his efficiency at 21 per game. He's averaging 19 points. And Calario is at 14 efficiency. He is second. Kabaja 13.5, the young Turkish international. Kabaja, in fact, at 6.5 rebounds per game, leading Galatasaray in that department. Bost's 7 assists per game is a team best. So, not surprisingly, we highlight DeBost on the left and Joe Ragland on the right as 2 key players. I'm sure there will be moments in this game where they go up against each other. And exciting times indeed for Bost, who you might remember in the old days played for Monaco. And Ragland used to play in the Basketball Champions League as well when he was in Italy. But this is year number 7, and all that experience comes to the fore for both of those players. DeBost, Mahir Agba, big man, Brian Angola, Angelo Calario, and Gotsen and Coxel in the starting 5. And Coxel's a player that doesn't look as athletic, yet he makes plays. You got to keep an eye on him and respect him. And I'm sure Holon fully aware of what he can do. And as I mentioned before, the passionate fan base here at Holon, the heart and soul of this team, really. I mean, they will follow them wherever they play. Turned out in big numbers in Bilbao at the Final Four. And you can imagine how disappointed they were not to get a win, but they were still there. Strong voices, the drums, you name it. That's Hapoel Holon. Ragland, Chris Johnson, Hayden Dalton, Marvin Jones, and Eric Green in the starting 5 today for Guy Goods.
עם ביגמן אחד, קאג'י בא מהספסל, בליגה בורדיון עולה, היה גם ניסיון עם שון דאוסן, מאוד מעניין. תראה, גלאטסראי זו לא הקבוצה של שנה שעברה, בואו רק נעשה תזכורת, הופיע פה בטופ 16 של המפעל. המשחקים נדחו, מי שזוכר, בגלל הקורונה, והם שוחקו שלישי וחמישי. שלישי פה, חולוניה ניצחה 9, 98-89, נסעה החוצה, הפסידה 74.
Holon won their last 6 home games in the Basketball Champions League, dating back to last season, so they've been quite on a roll here. Their fortress, and Galatasaray yet to win consecutive away games in the competition. But look at DeBost and his numbers. 16 points for the 4th player in the Basketball Champions League. If he scores 16 points, rather, the 4th player in the Basketball Champions League with 600 points and 200 plus assists. So the 2 things that are not negotiable for the Galatasaray coach, you heard him, it's effort, number 1, and the physicality. He says we have to win those 2. That is bare minimum coming into this game. For Guy Goods, well, when asked about the strength of his team early on. You know, he emphasized the continuity has really helped. Of course, you no longer have Guy Panini in his presence, but you've got players like Eric Green, who's a big-time player and certainly capable of hitting big shots, as he already has in this season, as we saw against Legia Warsaw.
והנה אנג'לו קלויארו שחוזר לישראל אחרי קדנציה ארוכה וטובה במכבי תל אביב 4 שנים, היה כאן. איידן דלטון גם הוא צריכה אותו חולון הרבה יותר טוב ממה שהיה נגד בני הרצליה.
And again, the two teams played last season. It was in March. Galatasaray winning in Istanbul 74-71 and Holon winning here 98-89. Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. We are in, wherever you are, we are here in Israel, and it's Hapoel Holon taking on Galatasaray. Holon winning the opening tip. Attacking the basket to the left on your screen. Raglan unmistakably strokes the three-pointer.
אתה יכול לבנות איך שאתה רוצה את הקבוצה, ניב דיסגה, בקאפ וסי.ג'י אריס ומגי בתקופת גודס, הכל יקום ויפול על רגלן.
The Columbia International gets into the paint, holds up, keeps the ball away from Green, passes it, and the jump shot missed, but the follow also off target. Time for missing with his first jumper.
ראינו את אנגולה עם החדירה, אנגולה בכושר לא טוב בשבועות האחרונים.
So already a win when you think about forcing the shot selection, getting the ball out of the hands of Boston, not allowing Angola to get to the rim and settling for the Agva jumper.
שוב מול קוקסל. ג'ונס וג'ונסון מגיעים לחסימה, ורגלנד רוצה את ג'ונס כי הוא רוצה את עקבה בחילוף. אין חילוף, אבל עכשיו רגלנד הולך ימינה, רגלנד לתוך הסל, מוריד את זה לג'ונס, ג'ונס לא שם לב.
Now here's an opportunity. Calario quickly on the break to Bost, and Hayden Dalton stops the break but commits the foul.
מבחינת גלאטסראי יש פה קרוס מאץ', המאצ'אפים הם לא, בגלל שקוקסל הוא היותר פיזי, הוא היותר שלוש, והוא מצוות על הפוינט גארד, אז דווקא אנגולה שאומרת קרי ג'ונסון, מעניין כמה פוסט-אפ חולוניה הצליחו לדחוף לו.
עכשיו אגבה מקבל את זה, שוב לבוסט, גרין מולו, הנה אגבה לאנגולה,
over to Agva, Angola, over to Calario, who's bumped, gets it back in bounds, and the hands of Green almost turned it the other way, but there's only 8 seconds on the shot clock. Kaigolis has to like what he is seeing defensively here at the start of the game for his Holon team. Bost has it.
מול ג'ונסון, הולך ימינה, מנסה לעבור את דלטון.
Puts it up from a long way out.
זריקה שנייה כבר די-בוס.
Raglan
חוזר.
Blows past the defender. Now Johnson, that is a tough ask to guard him for Angola, but he does. Johnson gets it back and now throws it away.
אני מסתכל על המאמן היווני, מבקש להאט את קצב המשחק. לא מתאים לו שחולון מתחילה לרוץ.
כן מתאים לו שקלויארו חופשי, אבל זה איירבול של אנג'לו קלויארו.
That shot goes out of bounds.
שער של חולון דרך אריק גרין, לוקח את זה לסל בעצמו.
Quickly to the other end.
מתעקשים, היה צריך לתת דיש קטן לדלטון.
עכשיו 4 מול 2, אנגולה מניח את זה. נקודות ראשונות לבריין אנגולה. היה על 3 נקודות.
So Angola gets his first basket and it's 3-2.
מכיר את המשחק הזה טוב יותר הקולומביאן. הנה דלטון. רגלן מגיע לקבל. שוב מול קוקסל. ג'ונס בא לחסימה פעם שנייה. רגלן עוד שלשה. רגלן עוד שלשה.
מנצל את זה שהגבה נסוג אחורה ולא מתקיף אותו. הם מפחדים מההתופפויות של ג'ונס לתוך הצבע. מאמרים על הקליעה של רגלנד. אוף דריבל מיד ימין.
בוסט עכשיו מול ג'ונסון. בוסט מנסה להשתחרר לזריקה, לא מצליח פעם אחת, מקבל את זה עם תנופה עכשיו.
Now Bost again, this time puts on the deck, gets in, oh boy, lightning quick, gets it off the glass, and one coming after the foul.
שכשבוסט חודר לצבע, על יד ימין, אז הנה, קודם כל בוא נראה פה בפיקן, אנחנו רואים את זה, אוקיי.
יחד איתנו כאן על הקווים, נועה פופלינגר, היי פופי, דיווח שלך.
Well, D-Boss, his pace, his quickness, he would win races against most players in this competition. He is lightning bolt fast. And it was that quickness that allowed him to get to the basket that time.
תודה רבה פופי. הנה דלטון. מחזיר את זה לרגלן. עכשיו ג'ונס. יכול לזרוק, מעדיף את המסירה, אבל
And now another interception, this time Angola. And he puts it up after the bump from Green.
ללא הצלחה.
גלאטסראי משדרים אגרסיביות. ראינו אותם גם במשחקי הליגה הטורקית וגם במשחק נגד סטיין. בליגה הטורקית שומרים קצת יותר טוב מאשר בליגה שלנו. זה מתבטא.
Calario gets down to the baseline, spins. Johnson not giving it up. Shot clock winding down. Angola puts up a tough shot from the corner. And it'll stay at this end with 1.4 seconds. Now they're going to reset it to 14 because the ball hit the rim. Three-pointer, and Angola misses. Hayden Dalton got his hands on it, and it goes the other way. Left-handed Ragland puts it up from the elbow. The whistle blows. Cookson and Coxel looks like he's had the foul called on him. So Dalton has it here just over 4 minutes into the game. Johnson down low, turns. Jones goes up for the rebound, brings it down. Dalton, he's got that range, but it was short. Now the long two from Coxel off target. The ball saved inbounds to Dalton, and it triggers the break. Ragland goes all the way. Well, that was almost like saving the basketball under your own basket, even though it was at the other end, because Ragland is so good in transition. Coxel from the corner. And the ball falls to Calario. He's going to try again. Coxel, good. Second bite of the cherry. Offensive rebounds will help you win games. Get those second chance points. Green gets it to Jones. Ragland, he's a one-man wrecking crew right now. That time he misses. Angola looks up and brings it back out. We're knotted at 8. 5.5 minutes into the contest. This game is good as advertised here in the Basketball Champions League. These two teams battling for first place in the group. Agba gets it down low. Boy, he is an impressive physique, and he's putting it to good use. Much rather see him scoring down low than putting up jumpers like we saw at the start of the game. Got to look out for Green. Here he goes, and that's his game right there. He will knock down jump shots off the dribble. Cool. Boss throws it at the feet of Coxel, who puts up a shot late in the shot clock. And the shot clock violation, and Coxel is going to exit the game. Look at this. This is Eric Green. That's a big no-no. You can't let him have that kind of space. He's done that his entire career, going back to his high school days. Also at Virginia Tech, where he played college basketball. Kabaja, the young man, checking into the game. Again, we talked about his rebounding. He's big, he's strong, he's athletic, and he's getting good quality minutes for this Galatasaray team, which is why he was in that Turkey team that played at the FIBA Eurobasket this summer. So 10-10 here in Holon, Israel. Joe Ragland's show now starring here in Holon. He has been doing the business. And not sure what Green was doing out there. Wasn't ready for it. Kenneth Kadji has checked into the game, the Cameroon international. And he's called for a charge for an offensive foul running into Angola. Angola, and Kabaja knocks it out to Bost. You have to keep an eye on Kadji as well. When they throw it over him, here's Kabaja. Oh, it goes old school, trying to look like Kareem. And offensive foul on Agva, going for the basketball. It's interesting, in the two games these two teams played earlier this year, when it was last season, it was Galatasaray. As Kadji scores his first two, it was Galatasaray actually outscored Holon in the first two quarters, but in the next three quarters of each game, Holon outscored them, so they really wore them down. Right now, it's Holon up 12-10. Holon leading despite the 4 turnovers. Angola. Calario, the player they've got to get going, and he scores with that nice little runner on the baseline. This guy was checked into the game, number 44. Thought about shooting it. Instead, he turns it over. D-Bost with the interception. Angola from the left corner, and that one finally falls. His first three, and it is a big one because it puts Galatasaray in the driver's seat here, up 15-12. Guy Gudis calls timeout.
twist, open. Communicate.
On the road, this guy is really bumping.
Ready? Galuyaro is only fake, so you can come here and help and be ready for close-up like Chris did. He will not shoot the ball, he will try. Let's go.
Well, Angola getting in on the act offensively, scoring with that drive. And then we saw him bury the three-pointer right before the timeout. So Misgav crosses midcourt. And this Holon team has been turning the basketball over. See if they can get it together on offense. Green gets it back. Three-pointer for Kaji. And Kabaja gets another rebound. Sonsirma also in the game now, number 9 for Galatasaray. Calario passes it back out to Sonsirma and makes a great pass inside, and going up strong and scoring is Raymar Morgan. Well, Galatasaray making the extra pass, and it's leading to good shots. Misgav looked a little reluctant to put that one up after that last time out. Here he is with a runner. It goes up and doesn't go down. Angola now. Kabaja time, and he is fouled by Bourdillon. Dylan Ennis, instant offense coming into the game as well. For Galatasaray, Joe Ragland comes back in. He has scored 8 of his team's 12 points. Here's Kabaja. Sinks the first. Well, so far, so good for Galatasaray coach Andreas Pistiolis. And the whistle blows. That was before the shot. So Kabaja made just one of the 2 free throws. No, Galatasaray have had the better of the exchanges here the last couple of minutes, going up by 6 points. Ragland for 3. Off the back of the iron. About a 4.5-second difference from the game clock and the shot clock. Misgav puts it up, and a little short. Johnson knocked it away. Sonsirma has to launch it and doesn't get it off in time. So at the end of one action-packed quarter, Galatasaray on top 18-12 against Hapoel Holon. Well, when it's Hapoel Holon, you're going to be saying that man's name a lot. Joe Ragland, and Ragland with 8 points. Angola starting to get in the flow of things as well for Galatasaray. He played the majority of that first quarter and has 5 points, 3 rebounds, and a steal. DeBost has also been good. He's got 3 points, a steal and assist. That was when the ball was saved in bounds and Ragland took it all the way. Coxell missed, but the value of the offensive rebound on full display. Calario passes it back and Coxell knocks down the corner 3. That was Mahir Agva getting the basket down low, and Eric Green just dribbling to his right for the open look and scoring. And then Kaji getting his first 2 points. And Calario with the runner. That was Angola with his 3-pointer, and with it, Galatasaray on top, 18-12. Second quarter underway here in Holon, Israel. Galatasaray on top by 6 points against Holon. Dylan Ennis in the game and missing with his runner. Agva over to Kaji. That's what he does. Stretch 4, stretch 5, whatever you want to call him. He has the capacity to knock down the 3-pointer. Sonsirma. Now, one of the rare occasions where Galatasaray don't go down and pass it around. And it leads to a missed jumper. Here's Bordillon. Ragland again going up amongst the trees. Now Angola. We've seen Morgan go to work once and score. Here he is, a turnaround jumper. And the foul called on Kaji. So he didn't like that call, but Kaji now has 2 fouls, and Raymar Morgan has 2 free throws. Morgan makes the second. Stretches the lead to 4 points. Marvin Jones, silky smooth jumper from the elbow. We've yet to see Ennis get going. Here goes Morgan again. Pass outside to Ennis. Shot clock winding down. Gets it over to Angola. A high arcing shot. The bank wasn't open. And here comes Ragland. And Angola knocks it away from Ragland. Almost comes up with a steal. And Ragland decides to go all the way. And with that, Joe Ragland ties the game at 19. Well, it looked like he was jawing with Angola, but in the end, he gave him a low 5. The competitive fires burning in both of those players. Look at this. So the Kadji three-pointer. And then Marvin Jones with that jump shot. And we've got a tie game. Holon 3 of 7. Also Raglan's game-tying shot, rather, on that drive. And the Holon fans wide awake. Holon 3 of 7 from deep. Galatasaray just 2 of 11. Boss picks up the dribble. Gets it to Ennis, who now dumps it down low to Angola, who spins against Misgav. Gets it to the corner. Ennis for 3. Oh, excuse me, that was Boss. Boss for the 3, and the third 3 of the game for Galatasaray. Holon trying to strike right back with Misgav, and now Ennis rebounds and runs. Now this is Ennis, and Ennis knocks down the 3. How about that? Back-to-back for Galatasaray from that corner. That's their favorite spot on the floor. They've had 3 3-pointers there in the first half. Coxel, Balst, and now Ennis forcing a timeout by Holon. Well, look at the Galatasaray offense, the action, and they just know that players are going to be in certain spots. That time it was Bost. And Angola playing exceptionally well. Hasn't made all of his shots, but he is being very disruptive on both ends of the floor. Ragland gets in the paint, back outside. Misgav wide open. Count it. So this game is raining 3-pointers right now. So Galatasaray get it down low to the big man. Morgan turns, and great defense from Jones, but a foul called. Misgav's 3-pointer. Morgan just made 1 of 2 free throws. Let's see how he fares this time. And takes his time and makes the first. Year number 7 of the Basketball Champions League. And the fans into it, as they always are. This great competition just keeps getting better and better. Ragland for 3. Count it. So back to a 2-point game now. Ragland with 13 points. This time Johnson called for the bump on Morgan. Well, Ragland has just been a machine on offense, as he always is. He's a walking double-double in points and assists, and he's heading that way tonight. Certainly in a scoring capacity, he is putting them up. Has 2 assists, has a little bit of work to do in that department. There goes Angola. Miscav hands it off to Ragland. Spins to get away from Angola to Miscav. And Boss not able to rebound it. And then coming up and stroking the jump shot. Holon. So we're all knotted now at 27. That was Eric Green with the jumper. And now a push. And you hear the crowd's reaction. So good minutes from Kabajah. He goes out. Calario comes back in. And another bump. This time on Green. This crowd really does transfer this energy to the players. You can see how crucial it is. And it's also an intimidating environment, you would imagine, for the referees to make some tough calls in here. But they've been brave enough to make them so far. And here is Ennis. But Galatasaray not lighting it up from the free throw line so far tonight. 5 of 8. And Ennis misses both. So once again, Holon with a chance to move back in front. They get it down low to Green. Tough pass. Green, the jumper. That's his range right there. He's going to hit that shot all day. He's already hit 3 from that distance. Miscav told to get up. Raymar Morgan to Angola. They pass it around. Bost for 3. And there's Calario with the offensive board. Back out to Angola, who drives in. And Calario again, the offensive rebound. And he is fouled from behind by Johnson. Well, Calario becoming the beast of the boards the last couple of minutes. And another missed free throw, this time by Calario. Colleague just saying to me, this is a great test to see how good this Galatasaray team is. A lot of hype around this team coming into the season, but to play in this type of environment, and even though it's early in the season, the stakes are high as both of these teams chase first place in the group to go straight to the round of 16. Calario misses both. How about that? 4 consecutive missed free throws now for Galatasaray. Ragland hands it off to Green. Starting to get into the flow offensively. Green, here he goes. And the reach and the foul called on Morgan. So that leads to the introduction of the Princeton Tiger. Ian Hummer checks in. Recently signed, player with Basketball Champions League experience, bringing it to the court here in Holon right now. Oh, look at Johnson go to work. Denied, and Hummer just grabs that rebound, gets it to Angola on the break. Calario now into the corner. The three-point shot off the back of the iron. And good hustle, Calario. They're going to help him up. And you go back to that locker room comment from Coach Pistorius talking about hustle and talking about physicality. And we're seeing it right now from Galatasaray. But they still got to be able to put the basketball in the hoop. They've gone a little cold. And Dalton now with the rebound. Ragland. Angola whistled for the foul. And Galatasaray getting the shots that they want, I think, but just not putting them in. So after that last miss, Dylan Ennis coming out of the game. Rough stretch for him, a couple of missed free throws. Ragland again. And Calario. Ragland was able to shoot it over Hummer, but he didn't make it an easy shot at all for Ragland. Hummer. So now Balst, less than 3 minutes remaining. Angola. Well, tickles the twine from three-point range. Green, he lets it fly. That's his game. That's his first three. He had to make those mid-rangers at first, and now he steps out and puts Holon back on top, 32-30. Hummer gets it down low. He's going up against Dalton, backs up, spins, puts it up and in. Just absorbs the contact and uses that left-handed little jump hook. Oh, Green left his feet, almost turned it over. Oh, how about Jones? Boy, he has got a soft jump shot. Knocks that one down. And with that, Galatasaray called timeout. That was Green to Jones, and the 2-point lead with less than 2 minutes to go in the first half. Well, it was Ragland that started scoring for Holon, keeping the scoreboard ticking over, and now it's Green who has gone to 9 points, and that is his first three of the game. Now the drive, and coming right at the timeout, the rebound back to Calario. Balst lets it fly. How about that? He gets it right back. He missed the layup, but he hits the three. Balst with 9. Ragland, tough shot. And the foul called. This was Bost. And I believe that was his second three. Yes, it was. He's 2 of 4 from deep. He's now got Hummer his first foul, and Green goes to the line and sinks the first to tie it up. Not too much separating these two teams. This has all the hallmarks of a game that's going to go down to the wire. They so often do with Holon especially. He misses the second, but the offensive rebound keeps it at this end. Raglan. And pops. Nope, does not. Now the rebound. Here comes Bost. Like a jet, like a bullet out of a gun, but then the Angola throws it over Coxel's head. Those two not on the same page. I'd like to get inside the head of Coach Pistiolis right now. See what he's thinking here in the final minute of the first half, knotted at 35. Dalton. Good pass over to Bourdillon for three. And Bost tried to answer. The hustle from Calario. He saves it in bounds, but to Holon. And Angola fouls Raglan, and I'm not sure if that was a good idea, just to give away a foul so cheaply. But they've got some shooters, and Bourdillon is certainly one of them. Holon 7 of 13 from three-point range. 5 different players have hit threes. Jones sits down, and really Chris Johnson hasn't even gotten it going in this game. Final seconds ticking off the clock here at the end of the first half. Holon. Leave it to Ragland. Now he gets it to Dalton. Top of the key. Good. Talk about execution to perfection. And look at the togetherness, the excitement. Green jumps up onto the back of Dalton. Again, Ragland over to Dalton. When they run the play for you, you have to knock it down, and Hayden Dalton does just that to extend the lead to 6 points. And Guy Goodis with his game face on as he goes to the locker room. It's Holon leading at 41-35 over Galatasaray.
How are you planning to do a better job on Joe Ragland in the second half?
We know the type of player he is. We just gotta keep playing our game plan. He's hitting some tough shots. He's an experienced European player. He's been playing for a long time, and we just gotta stick to the game plan.
How does it feel to be back?
It feels great. It feels great to be back. The people at Holon always a great atmosphere, so he's happy to be back.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
So Raglan with the 13 points, leading all scores. Bost has 9, and Angola, who once played for Ironi Nes Ziona in Israel. That's why she was asking about how does it feel to be back. He has 8 points.
Eric, give me one key factor for the second half.
Rebound. Rebound and defense are my two factors in the second half. If we can stop the second chance points, play good defense, we'll be fine on offense.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're talking about the defense and the rebounding, but in terms of the offense, Green has certainly been a big part of that in that second quarter. Had it really going, little step back there, had the three-pointer, and right now it's Holon with their biggest lead of the game, 6 points. Well, what do you do to stop Joe Ragland? I don't think anybody knows, really, because that was the question asked to Angola, but nobody has stopped Joe Ragland this season. He's got 13 points. He cooled off a little bit in the second quarter, but you know he's going to heat up again. Ragland coming out and hurting with his drives, with his three-point shots. 3 of 5 from three-point range. And that terrific hustle. So that was my mistake. I was thinking Galatasaray had saved that inbounds, but in fact it was Green did a great job. And Galatasaray, we talk about the 8 of 14 shooting from three-point range after that Dalton make at the end. For Galatasaray, they are 6 of 9 from deep. And Galatasaray have done a good job of not turning the basketball over, just 1 turnover in the game, while forcing 5 turnovers from the opponent, which isn't necessarily a bad number. They kind of cut those down in the second quarter. Kaji with one of the threes for Holon. But Holon rebounding well with a 21-19 advantage. And so far, so good for the home team today against one of the, I think one of the favorites. A lot of people, expecting big things from this Galatasaray team. Perhaps a chance to become the first Turkish team to win this competition. We've seen some Turkish teams make it to the final. Most recently, Pınar Karşıyaka a couple of seasons ago. But no Turkish team has won this competition yet. Banvit was in year 1. They made it to the final with Jordan Theodore. But they lost to Lenovo Tenerife, and Karşıyaka falling to Burgos at Nizhny Novgorod. That's Bordion's three-pointer as well. And should also be said, we haven't had an Israeli team win it yet, and Holon would like that to be them. Dalton's last three-pointer of the half. Well, Angola has been lively with the 9 points. I was thinking it was DeBost with the 9 points, but Angola, I'm not sure that's correct. But anyway, Brian Angola has been active and making it count. Also has 5 rebounds and 3 assists and a steal. And no surprise here, Joe Ragland pouring in the points, 13, and also has 3 assists. So well off his average so far in terms of the assists of 13 per game. But he did carry this Holon team early on in this game with his scoring. He had 13 assists against both Ostend and Legia Warsaw. So we're at halftime, 41-35. Hapoel Atsmon Holon on top of Galatasaray NEF. We'll be right back.
What did you tell your players during halftime?
that we need to play the same intense that we played the second quarter. It's mean defending the three-point in transition, what we didn't do good in the first quarter. Move and share the ball, 6 assists in the second quarter, and to be more aggressive and focus on offensive rebound, because right now, Coloyaro is going and taking 3 offensive rebounds and doing a big damage on the rebound section. So we need to be locked in, we need to take care of the ball, we need to play defense, defending the 3, because there's a lot of players that can do a lot of damage.
Thank you, Coach.
Guy Goodis wasn't going to hang around for a second question.
That was good work from Crushlin. Robinson missing out on 3. What a play! Sensational. Great vision, Frank. Oh, the city from Duke! What a pass down the lane again! The third assist!
Gotta make the shot.
Brilliant pass down the lane and boom, said the big man. Slice.
17 points he's got, 21 Kemp, Gamble 24. They've spread the points around excellently. And they nail one final score to potentially wrap it up! Chris Babb! Chris Babb! Magnificent! That is the best of the night!
Dovrat, nice dog. Oh, what a finish from Maharis, and it's fouled by Polas. The long, wiry, leaping Maharis Maharis goes up strong and dunks it with both hands. Get out of my way.
Roussel can settle for 2. Oh, Ducote, did that go in? Well, it did go in, but instead of counting, yes, it did. Hear what the coaches are going to say, and we'll also get some stats and see some of the best plays so far. What a 3 that was.
What challenges did Holon pose in the first half that you'd like to handle better in the second one?
Well, actually, I think I want to focus on my team, and we were not smart on the second quarter. We start very good defensively, we followed the game plan, and then we had a mental collapse more than anything else on the second half, in the second quarter, which allowed them to get back into the game and do what they're good at, actually, which is not supposed to happen.
Thank you, Coach.
You're welcome.
Marvin here. You're going to be here. And Chris going to be here. Okay? So we go to Marvin. Marvin, you roll. Set a screen. Then you screen away to Chris, and then you are going for a good stagger. If you don't have it, then it's the post action. Okay? So when you get the ball here, you don't have a shot. Kenny's here. Marvin, Chris, and Joe. Make a one step. Marvin, if he gets the ball here, make one step to the top. Okay, and you clear out. Now you decide you have all this area one-on-one. Try to be strong to the rim. Okay? Position defense, pick it up. You're gonna be on Coxal, number 61. You're gonna be on one of the guys. Okay, let's go. Hey, don't you have this? Go, here we go. Hapoel.
Kenneth Kadji and Holon all fired up. Guy Goodis understands very clearly the rebounding, the defense ultimately is going to decide this game against this Galatasaray team. That is their bread and butter, and you got to take those second, third chances away from Galatasaray, because if you don't, they will punish you. And Pistiolis there talking to Bost, and Angola also comes out. Chris Johnson. That has to be a worrying sight for Galatasaray, knowing that Johnson hasn't really gotten it going yet, because he is always a danger man. And Calario as well for Galatasaray. Second half underway here in Holon, Israel. The Basketball Champions League game of the week. Hapoel Atsmon Holon taking on Galatasaray, and boy, what a humdinger it is. Holon getting the better of Galatasaray at the end of the first half to open up a 6-point lead. And the ball now goes over to Galatasaray. And Calario, his shot not there. They crash the boards. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Galatasaray basketball. No, they're going to change it. No, they're going to keep it at this end. Okay, so they have a coach's challenge, which they're going to use Holon, and they will, because they think that that's going to be their basketball. Well, I think the referees might have got that right. It looks like it went off of Hapoel in the end. Off Kadji. Stay at this end. 7 seconds on the shot clock. And Dalton falls. Calario not able to pick it up. And, well, after all that, Holon are going to get the basketball. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful sight? If you're a fan of the Basketball Champions League, a neutral, or a Holon fan, certainly, and you know that when these two teams get it on in Istanbul, it's going to be just as raucous with the Galatasaray fans packing the house. Green for three. Not there. They get the ball back. Here's Johnson. And Jones goes up or Johnson goes up and scores, finally. Eight points, the biggest lead of the game so far for Holon. Galatasaray, tricky moment of the contest. Angola for three. And a push called on Holon on the rebound. Calario pushed underneath the basket. Galatasaray on the back foot right now. Ennis. And he is bumped and fouled as well. The foul starting to accumulate. This one on Ragland. Angola gets in. Look at that. Boy, that was impressive. Went right past Hayden Dalton. Now, they look pretty good with their penetration. They need to go to that more often with Boston and Angola. Jones. Quick pass down low to Johnson. And foul called on Calario. Great dribble, great handles from Angola, and then the little burst to go past Angola. Well, Johnson just seems a little bit off tonight for whatever reason. And misses that one as well. But he's got another one coming. Galatasaray into the lane too soon. Pistolius a little frustrated. Dismayed by the call. So another chance for Johnson. And this time the left-hander makes it. Angola takes it and somehow gets the pass down low. Oh, boy. And Kabajah missed the layup. He's got to go up strong with that. Maybe even try to dunk it. Good hustle. Johnson starting to come into the game a little bit. That was a nice pass by Angola. And Johnson just could not stay in bounds. But that little dive and slide out of bounds shows he's locked in right now. They're going to wipe up the moisture. Calario. And another miss from Ennis. Good job, Jones. Gets it over to Ragland, back to Jones. Jones takes it deep. Oh, boy, he just went right at Kabajah. And the foul before the shot. Green, great job. Saves it in bounds. What a pass from Johnson. Hayden Dalton from 3. His second. Hayden Dalton on the money. He knows he's going to play if he can hit that 3, and he has done it tonight twice now. Forcing the timeout for Galatasaray. The fans loving it. Well, just the hustle, getting the loose balls, the rebounds, getting second and third chances, and making it pay. Hayden Dalton. All 6 of his points coming from behind the arc tonight. Biggest lead of the game now. 10 points for Holon. Galatasaray have got to stop the bleeding. And a foul called on Galatasaray. That was on Angola getting tangled up with Ragland, who on balance has probably had the better of their showdown. Green puts it up. It's a long 2 if it goes. It's not. And the foul called out on the perimeter. And things falling apart right now for this Galatasaray team. Look at Morgan. So 2 free throws coming. Eric Green going to the line. It's so difficult. You know these guys can shoot that three-pointer or that long jump shot. You want to get a hand in the face, but sometimes it's hard to stop. So Green rattles in the first one. Here it is again. Watch Morgan doing all he can just to get the hand up, but then he just kind of like almost walked into him. And Green has the savvy to seek out that contact. He only makes 1 of 2, but it's an 11-point lead for Holon. Long way to go, though. 16.5 minutes still to play in this game. Angola. Into the corner it goes. Calario for 3. And the foul called on Johnson. Battling away for position with Morgan. Three fouls on Johnson. He might have to go sit down. He doesn't want to come out of the game. He gives the evil stare. He's going to go out. So you lose his toughness. But you bring in the jump shooter, Bourdillon. Boss on the inbounds. Morgan. Ball falls kindly to him. A break for Galatasaray. Just don't look confident on offense right now. Angola steps up for 3. Raymar Morgan gets it, puts it up, and they battle for the basketball. Morgan again and loses it. And a reach, and a foul called, and the boos cascading down on the referees. So that foul was on Dalton. Now Kaji comes in for Dalton. Three fouls on Dalton, 3 fouls on Johnson. Quick pass, batted out by Kaji. 6 seconds on the shot clock. The hands are up on defense. And again, Galatasaray just do not look confident at this end of the floor. Calario for 3. This Holon crowd taking over the game. And they're going to stop it because the shot clock, I think, went off. No, he stepped out of bounds. 3-point shot. And they still can't get it to go, Galatasaray. Jones from deep. Well, right now you think Galatasaray need to get something in transition because it's not working in the half court. They just can't get into transition. Morgan back to the basket game, going up against Jones. And you almost wonder if Pistoles needs to go with Hummer, who might have a little bit more touch around the basket. The explosion and the follow, not there. Galatasaray escaping. Here's their chance to run. Angola takes it in. Oh, what a swat from Jones. What a swat. So the foul, Galatasaray, even in this situation, they call the foul on Calario battling over Bourdillon. And then Calario goes up and says, you know that wasn't a foul. I mean, that was great hands by Bourdillon first, and then the swat. So Galatasaray over the limit, and Bourdillon makes the first. And Bourdillon makes the second as well, and right now it is one-way traffic. Holon leading it by 13 points. Bourdillon has 5 in the game. Calario wide open. Boy, their shooting percentage is awful. Boss now for 3, finally. And the pass turned over. Oh, turnovers will help a team come back. Now Galatasaray, Boss pulls up on the break, and that's 2 in a row for him. And just like that, is back to a 7-point game. Good decision by Boss just to pull up and knock it down. He's feeling it. Galatasaray, 8 of 29 from deep, but they have hit their last 2. 27.59%. So here comes Galatasaray pulling back to within 9 points.
Yeah, all good, thanks.
Jones back to Raglan. He launches it. And the grand scheme of things, not the best shot. The drive, Kabaja now, he gets in, and he lays it up and in. Impressive finish from the young fella, the young big fella. Well, he gets 2 for that, so we know that's not right. Hummer guarding Dalton out on the perimeter. Galatasaray hanging in there. Green at the stripe. Here's Hummer, and he gets it and goes up and scores. I like the acquisition, but they got to get him in the game, and he's cutting that deficit to just 5 points. Three-pointer for Bourdillon. Oh, boy, that was a big one. Entry pass, Hummer out to Angola for 3. And great work from Coxell getting his hands on it. Galatasaray keep it. Angola get it over to Bost. Left open and just grazed the net with that 3. Misgav over to Bourdillon, into the paint. The ball knocked away by Hummer, but into the hands of Green. Now Green launches it from 3. Oh, boy, that is a tough shot and a tough make. And the lead goes back to 11 in the final minute of this third quarter. Kabaja bumped, puts it up, and the foul. Kabaja will go to the line. So Kabaja makes the first. You could definitely see Galatasaray getting back into this game. They were cold for a while, looking a little lost. But a little bit of the shakeup in the lineup has helped them come back. And those 2 free throws make it a 9-point game. Calario back in. DeVos is going to sit down at the end of this quarter and probably come back in soon. You would imagine Dylan Ennis would figure into this as well. He's in the game right now. Trying to keep an eye on Bourdillon. Shot clock, or the game clock winding down. Bourdillon, or Miscav rather, to the corner. Misses. And there'll be another opportunity for Holon. Entry pass, Johnson rather. Couldn't have had a better look than that with 0.8 seconds. 3 quarters in the books. It's Hapoel Atsmon Holon, 59. Galatasaray, 50. So Johnson, with a little bit of foul trouble, had to sit down. Angola. Johnson with the bounce pass to Jones, and they got it outside to Dalton. And ball heating up, giving Galatasaray a chance. I mean, they were in the flow, but it's tough to hold back a deficit against this Holon team. They keep coming at you. Well, the Holon Toto Arena has seen a good one. If you're a Holon fan, your team leading by 9 points going into the fourth quarter. Galatasaray with possession, though, to start. Can they get it going? Dylan Ennis for 3. It's long. And Johnson swoops for the rebound out on the perimeter. Miscav gets inside. And they turn it over. So Miscav called for the travel. Bourdillon, or excuse me, Calario spins, turns, scores, back to a 7-point game. It's all about stops right now for Galatasaray and rebounds. Will Holon try to attack from the perimeter? Oh, look at this, the defense from Dylan Ennis. That's what he does. He saves it in bounds, but it goes to Ragland. Now out of the chaos, Miscav for 3. Oh, boy, that is cruel for Galatasaray. You'd almost rather not save it because you're going to be a man down on defense, and if there's a team that'll punish you in that situation, it's Holon. Calario taking on Bourdillon. Gets in the paint. Bourdillon reaches in and gets him on the arm. Right here, you're thinking breakaway, but he just didn't hit it in the right direction. And then by saving it in bounds, Holon got an open three for a very good shooter, Misgav, and he didn't miss. And Calario gets the free throw to drop. They haven't made many tonight. They've missed 7. But he gets both to go, and it's back to an 8-point game. And reaching around, Calario couldn't quite get. Oh, what a block from Kabasha! Are you kidding me? The rim protection. Great play by the young man. DeBost for 3. Kabasha knocks it out. And the hustle. Look at the, oh boy, DeBost diving over the scores table, gets back in bounds. The hustle is there for Galatasaray, but will it be enough? Here in the fourth quarter, the dump down low to Calario. What a stunning turn of events. First of all, watch this. Great defense, and then Jones thought he had an easy one, and Kabasha just with a two-handed block. He's like, I'm going to get this out, no chance, and then Bost with the hustle. So the foul was before the shot. Hummer for 3. All rims out. And Misgav, air ball this time. Bost thought about passing it up the floor, but Holon got back. 7.5 minutes remaining. The game heating up. Ennis, Kabasha to Hummer. Hummer, oh, missed badly on that one with his right hand. Wide open, Johnson. And they're cooling off. Now the open floor, that's where Bost likes to be. Hands it off to Ennis. He goes up. What terrific hustle from Johnson getting back for the rejection. And Kabasha, what a tough finish. He is really stepping up in winning time. Cuts the deficit to 6 points. Kabasha definitely taking a step forward in his promising career tonight here in Holon. Dalton, turnaround, and oh boy, just great patience. Terrific decision from Hayden Dalton. And with that, we've got a timeout. 6:20 remaining. Both these teams putting it all out on the hardwood tonight. DeBost thought he was going to have a chance to get a stop, but Dalton too crafty. Let's go down to the bench.
Big for Ian. Okay, get the ball. And now at the same time I want steal for Angelo, flare for D. Okay, you got it and stay on top. If you got nothing, am I throwing that flare? No. Oh, sorry, I get it. You got the ball. Yeah. You want the seal first. Yep. And then you want the flare. Okay. Okay. If we got nothing, swing it all the way over there and one more. Let's go.
Just terrific hustle from Johnson. You might not be in the best way offensively, but you can always impact the game with your hustle and your defense, and you did on that occasion. Dylan Ennis for three. That was confidently taken. Back to a 5-point deficit now for Galatasaray. Kabaja in the game. Look at him guarding away. What a terrific job. And now the pass up ahead is going to be Ennis. And finally, we're seeing Galatasaray with the wind in their sails. And that leads to a timeout from Holon, and it's Kabaja who is really stepping up big time on both ends of the floor. Dylan Ennis as well, getting to do Dylan Ennis things. Well, Bost didn't throw that pass earlier, and they ended up with no points. This time he didn't hesitate getting it to Ennis, and that's where he likes to be, ahead on the break. So Holon really being pushed here at home. Again, no surprise. Galatasaray, one of the teams to watch this season in the Basketball Champions League. Into the corner it goes. Johnson, oh boy, you know it's only a matter of time before he finds his range. Ennis goes in. Oh, gets rejected from Dalton, but a foul called, I think, before the shot. Impressive block from Dalton. Well, but they called the foul, so must not have been that impressive. Three-point shot, rims out. Now Raglan. How big was that Chris Johnson three-pointer? It was huge. Caladio. Oh, he doesn't stop him. But offensive foul. And they called the foul on Jones. So keep an eye on Jones. He came out to set the screen and then rolled. So not sure what the infraction was. Here's Caladio. Oh, here he goes. Kabaja. Go to work, big man. Out to Hummer. And Dylan Ennis commits the foul. So that's it for Dalton. He goes out of the game. Six points of difference, 4.5 minutes remaining. You're in hostile territory. Would you have settled for this spot before the contest? 6 points feels like a bigger deficit, to be honest, in this arena. Kaji battling way down low. Jones! Jones makes the jumper. 8 points, the advantage. The game of the week, living up to the hype, but it's Holon up by 8 points. Kaji guarding Bost. Oh boy, silky smooth. D. Bost, the North Carolina native, cutting it back to a 6-point deficit. Green, now to Kaji, going up against Hummer. And just a soft touch from Hummer. Couldn't do anything else with that. Soft touch from Kaji. Making shots under pressure. Bost for 3. Mentally strong Holon tonight. There would have been other teams that would be caving in against this pressure from Galatasaray, but Holon are holding it together. Oh, good defense from behind. Morgan taking it away. Big chance now for Galatasaray. Ennis goes behind his back into the corner. Angola, he's got to take it, and he's got to make it, and he does. Back to a 5-point game. Huge play from Morgan on the defensive end. And they pick up the dribble in the backcourt, almost turn it over, but they get it across in time. Now Ragland, he misses on his drive, but a foul called. 2 free throws for Jolton Joe Ragland. And the foul called on Morgan, who went up to challenge the shot. Good things happen when you get your feet wet and you put the pressure on the defense. But Ragland perhaps a little fortunate to get that call go his way. And he gets the shooter's roll, so it falls in. There's Dad explaining just precisely what is happening to his kids. And back to a 7-point advantage. 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Angola for 3. And that last sequence has really hurt Galatasaray with Ragland getting to the line. And there's another drive. They take it early, and another foul call. This time it'll be Kaji going to the stripe. And the frustration boileth over for D. Bost. First one is good. And the second one. The lead is 9. Kaji, 11 points. Just so many weapons in this Holon team. Ennis at the stripe, swooping in for the rebound. Ennis reaches in and ties up Johnson. Feels like this Holon team has weathered the storm. I mean, if you're Galatasaray, you're disappointed, perhaps, with the way you've played, the fact that you've missed a bunch of free throws. But what's encouraging is how they have battled in this environment. Is there such a thing as a good loss? Well, they certainly want to cut this deficit before the end of the game. And now an offensive foul called on Misgav, pushing off. So Misgav is going to go out. Johnson in. Still time for Galatasaray, but they just have to make shots and get stops. And they definitely don't want this margin to grow. Here's Angola. And the push called on Angola, clearing out as he got just inside the free throw line at the top of the lane. And he has just complicated things. Now he's fouled out of the game. I'm not sure if they've called a technical. So here's the foul. Watch, with his right arm. I think he might have gotten a technical right there. So he is out of the game. Okay, no, they have not called the technical. Or have they? Yes, they have. So they've actually called the T on Bost. So they didn't call I thought they were going to call a technical on Angola, but they showed some patience. But Bost has to do better than that. He's got to have more emotional discipline, because you never know. You might have to beat Holon at home and get a better goal differential. So the technical free throw puts Green on the line, and I'm just waiting to see if they've actually called. So they called the bench technical, and they've called a technical as well on Bost. So 2 technical free throws, and hence the pained expression on the face of Coach Pistolius. Holon playing like a contender, but they turn it over and it leads to a break, and Caladio makes good on the fast break, cutting it back to a 9-point deficit. Green. Misgav again. Out to Ragland. Shot clock down to 7. You don't want to foul now, Galatasaray. Green pulls up, and they call a foul. And Green holding his left ankle. So 2 free throws, and they definitely don't want Green to come out of this game with an injury, especially late. Johnson comes back into the game. Misgav, I think he's hearing it because of the turnover. That bad pass which led to the fast break. And Green knocks down the free throw. He's been good tonight. 18 points. And gets the second to go as well. Well, that's what he's paid to do, is score and carry a team from that standpoint. 3-point shot and a 3 for Galatasaray. Pulls them even closer with 48.9 seconds. And yes, they'd still like to come back, but Galatasaray would like to shave points off of this deficit if they can, in view of a potential goal differential tiebreaker. Green for 3. Well, he's not going to have any of that, is he? He takes it right back up to an 11-point lead. And it's missing badly. And now a chance for Green and Holon. Calario goes for the basketball. It's going to stay at this end. And now they're going to appeal Galatasaray to look to see if they can see who this ball belongs to. Well, they have the coach's challenge. It looks like both players have their hands on it, to be honest. Definitely Johnson got some of that. But it looks like Calario might have as well. That's a tough one to overturn without definitive evidence. But maybe they will. Well, they are going to overturn it. So that was a good call for Calario. So guessing they will take it down to the last few seconds and try to get a shot off, and if they don't make it, follow with the rebound. You don't want to take it too early. Ooh, dangerous. Ennis has it. And they're doing this because they want to cut down this differential. And Calario goes up and is fouled. But the only problem is he's fouled with 5.5 seconds remaining. So you could see a myriad of things happening here. He could make 2 free throws. He could make the first, miss the second, get an offensive rebound. Or you could see Holon getting it and going down and scoring again. Calario takes his time, because remember, in these situations, these two teams, you could see them going into their last game, potentially. In fact, I'm not sure when they play, but in their head-to-head matchup, it could come down to goal differential in terms of determining first place. So those are 2 important points. And that's why Goodis is calling the timeout, because he wants to come up with another play to get another basket. So they don't play on the last game. They play again on November 23rd. So again, these two teams are going to play again on November 23rd. So again, Galatasaray would like to have a chance going into that game to overturn the deficit and win by, say, 11 or 12 points to have the better head-to-head in case they finish tied at the end of the season. So Holon trying to get a basket here right at the end. Green trapped. He throws, I thought he threw it away, and Ragland puts up a prayer, and the bank was not open for him. So that's how it finishes. Goodis shakes hands. Congratulations to Holon. They've won it 82-73 over Galatasaray in the game of the week. Well, the free throw shooting was important, but so was the three-point shooting for Holon. And rebounding pretty, 20 offensive rebounds for Galatasaray. That was an issue that Holon had to overcome. Green had 22, Ball 17 to lead their respective teams. Ragland and Angola 15 and 14 respectively. Both Kaji and Ennis finished with 11 points. And now a big thank you to the fans for creating this this wonderful environment.
And Angelo, how would you sum up tonight's game?
It was a tough game. I thought defensively the first half, we honestly played solid, and then we kind of lost shooters and didn't really force scouting to pour defense at the end. And they had a lot of deep threes, like good shots. I mean, they're good players. They hit a lot of shots tonight, and we didn't.
You know, we saw you talking to Coach Guy Gudes and some of the players here. What is your main memory from your time here in Israel?
I mean, probably the fans, the atmosphere in Menorah. Sure.
Thank you, Angelo. Congratulations, great game, MVP. It was a close-knit game. What made the difference at the end for your team?
Defense. Defense was key. We rebounded in the second half. We got after it. We shared the ball. And, man, it feels good to get this win. We got another tough one on Sunday, so we got to get ready for that.
Do you and Joe Ragland make the best backcourt in this league?
We're the best backcourt in the league, hands down. We're the best 1-2 punch. And we're going to keep showing it every single night. And we're on a mission to keep proving that. So, you know, whoever got us, man, it's going to be a heck of a night for y'all.
How does it feel playing with a point guard like Joe Ragland?
Man, it's unbelievable. He's so unselfish. You can tell how he got off in a hot start. And then second half, he found his teammates, and he controls the game, man. He just controls the game, and I love playing with him, and I hope we can play together all year.
You know, we saw some great minutes from Kenny Kaji tonight. What can he contribute to this team?
Man, it's effort, man. He's a big body. He rebounds. He can score on the block. He got a nice mid-range shot. Overall, man, we need Kenny, and we're glad he showed up big tonight, and he's going to continue to do that all year.
You know, you have 3 consecutive wins in this league. How far can you guys go in the Champions League?
The goal is to win it all. You know, we got to get to the Final Four again, but we're going to take one game at a time. We're not going to look ahead, but we have big expectations for ourselves, and we're going to get it done.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Big words from Eric Green saying that he and Ragland formed the best backcourt in the competition. Well, you got to love the confidence. And you probably wouldn't dispute it after tonight, the way they both came out and carried the teams at different times. So this game won tonight from Hapoel Holon. As you look at the replays, and again, you talk about the two-headed monster of Eric Green and Joe Ragland combining for 37 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists. And, you know, Green also really emphasizing that, you know, the reason they were able to win this game tonight was their defense. And I think the intensity, which is aided by this wonderful crowd in Holon. So the goal for Holon, he just threw it out there. It's to win it all, but they know it's cliche. You got to go game by game, but it's true. You can't look too far ahead. You got to beat your next opponent. How about Kabajai? He came out tonight, really showed that he is taking steps forward in his career. Impressive performance from Sadiq Amir Kabajai. He only had 7 points, 3 rebounds, but he also had 2 steals and a block. And it just seemed like when he made shots, they were important, and he made them in stressful situations. That was great hustle from Ennis, almost a turnover that ended up hurting him because he saved it in bounds and led to the miscab 3. And this was a terrific play from Dalton. I really think the play of the game offensively for this Holon team came after Galatasaray made a late run when Chris Johnson buried a shot in the corner, and that really hurts. And this was it right here. That was, at that moment, a shot that had to go for Holon if they wanted to really maintain hegemony. And it just also seemed to trigger a flood of scoring for Holon the rest of the way. And credit to Galatasaray. They continued to battle. This was Kaji. They were talking about being able to score down the low block. It does feel like they've got a little more offense than last season's team. It's a little bit more balanced, perhaps. Calario, who played in Tel Aviv, talking about coming back to play here in Israel. And well, he ended up just 3 of 8 from the floor, but did have 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. So the standings: Hapoel Atsmon Holon up at the top at 3-0. Galatasaray now 2-1. And Filo Osten won their game tonight against Legia Warsaw. So they move into 3rd place. Now it was 68-59 in Poland. Well, we knew it was going to be a good one, and so it turned out to be. Galatasaray came out and had some struggles. Holon started to put some distance between themselves and the team from Istanbul, but Gala came back, but just too much of a mountain to climb. Just one game, though, in a very long and exciting season of the Basketball Champions League. It was an important one. Holon won it.